Hey y'all, it's Megan. Welcome back to the channel. Glad y'all are here today. In today's video, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try canning some of these big sweet potatoes. Now, just know, I ain't never canned sweet potatoes, and I am following my ball book of preserving telling me how to do it. So, beyond my better judgment, it tells me to boil these sweet potatoes first till the peeling starts coming off. Now, I don't know why I couldn't have just peeled them first, but I'm just going to do what it says. I'm just going to try it this way. I plan on canning them in pints. My canner holds about 10 pints, and so I'll see how far those 3 big ones get me. So, my potatoes have tried to boil for a little bit. You can see I've been scraping them here, but I think this is what they're supposed to do. See how easy that's scraping off with that fork? So I'm guessing they're done enough because it said to boil them until the skin started slipping. So I'm going to say that's what's going on. So I'm going to get them out, let them cool for a minute, and we'll get them cut up and in the jars. You can see the steam rolling off these things. Yeah, that skin's just... Don't know why they wanted me to do it that way, but like I said, just following the book. And so, I'm going to have to let them cool quite a bit before I can get them cut up, though. Well, after I got the hang of it, it was not bad at all peeling them sweet potatoes that way. Like, I had them peeled in no time. So, I'm going to cut these little ends off of them. And my plan is I'm just going to kind of cube them up to put in my jars. I think they're cool enough that I can stand to handle them. Maybe. And guys, while I'm doing this, I just want to say a special thank you to everybody that's prayed for our family over the last month, that has sent sympathy cards and gifts and things like that. Y'all just have really, really blessed my heart, and I just want to personally say thank you for all of that. Well, these is going to be pretty if nothing else, looks like. They have to can forever, though. I don't know how it don't just, like, cook them to death, but we're going to see how it goes anyway. Alright, so it took about 2.5 of those big sweet potatoes. I covered the sweet potatoes in hot water. My book said you could do water or like a syrup. I decided just to do these in water. I'm going to try it and see. Now we're pressure canning these, so I ain't cranking these lids down tight or anything. I've got about a half of one of these big sweet potatoes left. So I'm going to make a sweet potato casserole tonight for supper. Why not? I've already got it peeled and it's halfway cooked. So I'll just need to cook it the rest of the way and get it kind of soft. I think that sounds pretty good. We fared through the storm just fine here. Thank the Lord. We barely actually, I think we got a couple of inches of rain, some pretty hard wind. Nothing compared to the flood we had the other day. But we are praying for all of our brothers and sisters that are in western North Carolina. We happen to be just east enough that we missed the brunt of that storm. And, you know, people in western North Carolina are going to be feeling that for a long time. And I'm praying for them. So going by my ball book, we're going to pressure can these under 10 pounds of pressure for 1 hour and 5 minutes. And I'm just going to boil this the rest of the way to get it soft.
Well, I guess we're going to go pick us a couple ears to eat for supper tonight.
Yep.
So the storm that came through blowed over some of our sweet corn, but luckily everything's already made, so being blowed over now is not really going to hurt anything. The real question is going to be if I can walk out there without sinking up to my knees.
It's kind of soppy, ain't it?
Right there where it ain't been tilled, we can walk in. So, uh-oh, look at that. I'm sinking. If anybody that's wondering how to tell when sweet corn's ready, it's actually really simple.
Is it?
It is very simple, Megan. Look at this. This is a perfect ear. You've got the tassels here on the end. They're dead. See how easy they pull out? You can feel of that ear and see that it's well filled out. That ear right there ought to be perfect. I don't even feel any bug damage except maybe right in the very tip. You can feel some worm damage. But that's a good feeling ear right there. So what we need about, same as last time,
Probably
7, 8.
7 or 8, yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna lay it down right there. Oh Lord, I should have worn my muck boots. That's a good one. Boy, them tassels are soaked, I guess, from all that rain. But now that one right there is a little bit small, but I can still tell it feels like the ear's filled out. You can, once you've picked enough ears, you can grab a hold of an ear and feel it, and you know whether it's ready or not. There's 3.
I don't know how much farther out.
I don't think I'm gonna go much farther. I'm gonna pick the rest of them from right here on the end. It's a good thing this has already made itself, because if it hadn't, see, when corn blows over before it makes itself, and when I say makes itself, I mean pollinates. You know, these ears are sticking up on the stalk like that, and your pollen will fall down from the tassel up here onto the silks. That's what pollinates your corn. Well, if this had happened before the corn pollinated, it would have not pollinated. I mean, it may have like halfway pollinated, but it wouldn't have been good. And we'd have had a mess, and most of this would have been trash. But being that it's already pollinated and done making itself, it's filling out and it's just about done, it's not gonna hurt anything at all. Now, if this were out like in an open field where you didn't have a fence around it or something, I have seen corn, once it gets blowed over like this, it like increases the animal pressure on it. So if you didn't have a fence around it or something, you'd probably want to come through and pretty quickly pick everything that's ready. But we've got a fence, so we don't really have to worry about that. However, we will be picking this in the next couple of days. This will all be cleaned out and be done. So we ended up getting, like, between the rain that came in last night and then the storm, the hurricane come through this morning actually. So from the hurricane and the storm that was here before that, we ended up getting about 2.5 inches of rain. But where our ground was already so saturated from the 9 inches we got just last week, it looks like we got like another 9 inches of rain on it.
Yeah, the way the water was running.
There's water standing everywhere. There's water ponded up everywhere. I guess our ground just couldn't absorb anymore. Our poor little cabbage plants out there, they took a beating during that rain.
They look all right.
But they look like they're going to survive for sure.
Yeah, they look all right.
We got a good ditch washed down through the middle. But all I know is we was extremely lucky, y'all, that, I don't know. See,
if it had moved just a hair, we'd have got it.
We would have. We really would have. The cows, they ain't going to come up here right now because Jacob's down there feeding them.
Just right for the picking.
So in late season corn like this, it's very typical to have some worm damage on the end. Oh man, that ain't hardly got no worms on the end of it. Normally I would have sprayed this to keep the worm from getting in it, but we've had so much going on lately. I guess that was one of the last things on my mind, was spraying this corn. And it still turned out just fine. I mean, you can't complain with that right there. That's a beautiful ear of corn.
Oh, the worm got a good way down.
I see that. He was working on it. He's eaten quite a bit today. Oh, that's fresh.
Oh, yeah. He was hungry.
That ear right there was definitely ready to be picked.
Ain't no bad looking corn now.
No, it's not. Ooh. That worm had a heyday at the end of that one.
Yeah, he did miss them too. Look.
Oh man.
Halfway down. I don't even know where he's at. I don't even see him. He done run.
Maybe he done eat all he's aimed to eat and be gone. The rain washed him away. Look at how them cabbages flopped.
They said we're drowning.
Yeah, they need some dry weather.
So here's y'all a little sneak peek of what is hopefully coming soon. We don't know exactly when yet, but we're hoping to have some new merch coming out very soon, and we're working with a small family-owned business. I'm really excited about that, and we'll be sure y'all be the first ones to know when they're available.
Absolutely. I mean, we have no idea how long
and it's more than just shirts, which is very cool.
Yep. And we've got a couple of different designs of shirts too, so they're not all like this one. There's different ones.
Yep.
So we're pretty excited about that. Y'all know us. We'll probably mention it in one video and then we'll never show it again, just because like we're not salesy type people. That's just not who we are. But we have so many people who ask for it that.
And it's going to be supporting a family-owned business. That makes me feel better about it.
That's one of the main reasons we decided to do what we're doing. The lady we're working with, she's, you know, it helps her out a lot. And a matter of fact, you know, it's all in her hands. I mean, if y'all order shirts, they'll come straight from her. So she's, from what I hear, very good at what she does.
Yep.
And we're very happy with what we've got so far.
That's right. All right, I'm going to add me 2 eggs to my sweet potato mixture here. I don't think I got too much. I think it'll be all right. We're going to put us in a 1/2 cup of sugar, a 1/2 cup of milk, we need 2 tablespoons of melted butter and 2 tablespoons of lard, a little vanilla, a little salt. Let's mix all this together. We're going to pour this in a 9x13 pan. Make our topping. We need a 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1/3 of a cup of flour, Let's get all this mixed together. I'm gonna add in some chopped pecans. Yum, yum. And that'll be our topping to sprinkle on top there. Topping's the best part. All right, we're gonna stick this in the oven for about 30 minutes. Well, it's the moment of truth. Let's see how our canned sweet potatoes turned out. My little indicator has dropped there that the pressure's down. So let's see what it looks like. Well, they look plumb pretty. Almost look like carrots. Don't look like it got too bad of siphoning. I didn't know how that would go. Because I've canned Irish potatoes, I just ain't never done no sweet potatoes. I just can't get over how long you're supposed to can them. They've been in there a while. And Mr. Lawson is fixing the entree.
Yep. Y'all, I'm finally cooking. Know it's been a while since you've seen me do any cooking. But I'm doing a little bit of cooking tonight.
We're having cheeseburgers, sweet potato casserole, and corn on the cob. It's like the weirdest combination ever, but me and Andy always like to joke. That's the great thing about being an adult.
You can eat whatever you want.
You can eat whatever you want.
It doesn't matter if it goes together or not.
That's right. So that's what we're having tonight, because we had a hankering for some cheeseburgers.
Look at that, Megan. I'm pretty proud of that. Look at those perfect grill marks.
Looks fabulous, dear.
They're perfect.
They are perfect.
Pretty good, don't they?
They do.
Don't they look good?
Yeah. Like this. There we go. I'm excited about this. I ain't made one since like Thanksgiving. I hope it's good.
It's been a while since we had one of those. It looks good.
Yeah, it looks like it's set up good.
Fresh corn on the cob.
Yep. And it's almost October.
The one thing we didn't grow here is the pecans.
Pecans come from Perry Hill, though.
They did, didn't they?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep.
So they are homegrown pecans,
Yep.
I guess you'd say. And we didn't grow the hamburger buns.
That don't look too bad. That looks like a good plate right there. Well,
All
we're
right.
going to eat us a bite. Well, guys, we were going to end the video at supper tonight, and the kids were riding their four-wheelers, and, well, we had a tree that fell on the fence. This was after all the rain and the storm come through. But it just has fell, so we got to get that off the fence.
Well, y'all had done been to the creek, hadn't you?
Yeah.
And then you come back out, and then come back, and it had failed at that time.
Jacob said he heard it fall. That's why he come down here.
Oh, okay.
And I heard
Well, I mean,
that
it's a dead tree, so it was just waiting to fall. But honestly, I didn't even realize that dead tree was standing there. Huh. Looks like it's old dead red oak.
But luckily, hopefully it hadn't messed up our fence.
No, it looks fence looks fine.
Yeah. That's the good thing about high tensile wire. Anybody that's looking to build you a fence, for situations such as this, high tensile wire is the way to go, ain't it, Andy?
Yeah, you're.
I guess we're gonna have
Because usually, unless you really have one fall plumb to the ground and you've got your wire really tight, otherwise it don't really break nothing. You may have to ratchet on that
Yeah.
thing one or two clicks just to tighten it all back up.
Right.
Well, this will be a quick fix. I probably won't get it all up today. I'll just unblock the road.
Okay.
We'll get it up later.
Come here, Tiger. Well, if that right there ain't proof why you need high tensile wire, I don't know what is.
Well, if it had been woven wire, don't get me wrong, woven wire is nice, but it's expensive. But you'd have had to really straighten that mess back out. That we ain't gonna have to do nothing to it.
Nope. It don't even look like nothing messed with
Or barbed wire. Barbed wire, I've seen barbed wire break when a tree lands on it. Watch out, Maggie. You ain't got no shoes on.
Take it, they're heavy, baby. Or they're wet.
You just trying to help, ain't you? Alrighty. Y'all can get back through here now. You foil riding's back in business. That makes some good firewood. We'll get the rest of it out of that tree.
Alright. Anyways, guys, I guess that about wraps up today's video. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you might have learned a little something. And anyways, till we see y'all on the next one.
Have a good one, y'all.
Have a good one.